What up, guys? Ryuiki here. I know this isn't the previous world, but I've been thinking about making this one my new home world. I have some news. Okay, I misread that as cell semen. Um, First off, there's a little backstory with this. One of my friends' friends invited me here. They had a bunch of their friends, and they all fucked off, did their own thing. I was feeling really lonely. I think I know who that is. I'm gonna move on. And essentially, I started breaking down here because the depression hit hard and I was feeling incredibly lonely. Like, for the love of God, it sucked. Okay, because some of those were rather iffy and I'd rather not get in trouble. Anyway. As you've noticed, I got a new TV. I got my stand. I put that shit, or mount, and I put that shit together. So, is there a mirror? Mirror on the wall. Who's the greatest dragon of them all? But anyway, I have not been doing so great. 2 days ago, I had to call the cops. If you've been watching my videos, you know I'm being abused. I had to call the cops because my dad hit me. Here's what happened. I asked Mom. She found me this thing that the thing is, the TV's legs were too wide for my stand, so it didn't sit properly. And Mom was trying to look for a new stand when all I wanted was a freaking mount. Because she sent me some stands first, and then later on she sent me some mounts, and I thought, oh, the mounts could work. Because I have limited space. Like this right here, that's about, this portion right here, that's about the size of, no. From here to there, that's about the, no, here to there, that's about the size. From that handle to there, that's about the size of my stand. Lengthwise. Height-wise, it probably goes up to about here. Nah, about there. Something like that. But, hang on. Something's in my tooth. Probably an volley feather. Hee, they're so tasty, chicken nuggets. Anyway. Mom had this thing that, I know where she got it from. It's from the big TV out there. Or it might have been from her. I don't remember. Her or maybe, I don't remember exactly. I tried it. While it fit over the top, it's not what I was looking for because I need to tilt the damn thing towards my chair. Which I was trying to convey that to my mother. And while I was trying to do that, Dad told me loudly to shut up. I can't do it with this character, but I flipped them off and walked away. He got all up in my face, threatens me. I told him if he hits me, I'm calling the cops. But he's like, go ahead. I'm calling the cops if you do. Go ahead. And he did. I warned him. Since we don't have any land phones and there was no way in hell either parent was going to let me use their cell phone. Fuck, I'm still hoarse from yesterday. I'll explain that in a moment. Still gonna record, whatever. Marched into my grandmother's room, which is behind the master bedroom. It's a secondary kitchen converted into a bed or whatever. Go in there, I take her phone, and I dial 911. I'm like hyperventilating. I'm starting to break down. Like, I'm just fucking done at this point. I tell them what's going on, I ask these questions. Does his dad drink occasional whiskey? Does he have guns? Bunch in the basement. He's a gun nut. You know where he is? No, but I think I hear the garage door. Considering that bedroom's right above the garage. All this and that, and I said they're on their way. Hang up. The whole time my grandmother was just laughing, making fun of me. Because when I told them that he had dislocated my jaw in the past, because he did. Do you think it's apt to put your hands on your child when they're acting up? Do you think it's okay to hit them? Put them in headlocks? I sure fucking don't. Maybe a spanking, but that never worked for me, so I'm not really one to believe in disciplining your child by hitting them. Like bad words? Oh, yeah. Soap in the mouth, maybe Tabasco. No, Tabasco's a bit too far. My other grandmother always used pepper. Which kind of wouldn't work now. I like pepper. My mother used Tabasco sauce, but I think that's way too much. It's pretty fucking hot for a kid. Then again, I also wouldn't throw my child just because they wouldn't brush their teeth and almost break their wrists. I also wouldn't push them down the stairs just because they didn't want to go to school. Not once have I lied about this abuse thing. Don't worry, nothing bad in there. If that's what you were wondering. I don't have expressions. Damn it. Damn it, Bubba. Just gonna put sad face, whatever. Or. Oh, there. This is hard. As I was coming out of the bedroom, he started walking towards him, and I told him, "Don't touch me, they're coming. You're fucked." 6 officers showed up. I swear I recognized one of them from somewhere, I don't know where. But 2 of them went in to talk. I stayed out there, talked to the others, explaining them what was going on, that they were starving me, blah, 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 blah. The 2 that went in came out and said, "They care about you and they love you." I laughed in his face. No, they don't. I got my confirmation yesterday that they lied to him. Because when I went out that morning, yesterday morning when I woke up, I saw Dad was making something. I simply asked, "Hey, what are you making?" "Don't talk. Why are you talking to me?" Just asked, "What are you making?" That's all I wanted to know. This was 2 days after. My grandmother was out there too. I asked her, she said meatballs. I'm like, that's all I wanted to know. That is all I wanted to know. So, feeling that they were stepping on, I bought myself $130 worth of food. 48-piece boneless chicken wing, garlic parmesan, and 2 stuffed crushed meat lovers. With some drinks. No, I'm trying to make it last. At least a few days, because I can't keep doing this. I have cash, but they don't take higher than 20. I don't know that my friends move out soon. In fact, I was told by the officer that it'd be best if I just moved out as soon as possible. I'm gonna wait for my friend. We talked yesterday about it. I've been needing to talk to her about it for a while. But I texted her what happened. I'm still not in the best frame of mind. But yes, that's what happened. Rather angry that they believe them over me. But whatever. Let me on it here at some point. Thank fuck. I owe my friend big time for this. And my grandmother. Later that day that the cops were called, or like, they said something like, "Oh, next year if I'm alive, I'll be out there staring at that." They're building a wall in the back. Which, by the way, before I started recording this, I quickly went outside because I saw they were getting close to the shed. I didn't know they were already gotten behind the shed. And when I saw it, I was like, "Oh," because my cat's buried out there. They said they didn't find it hit any bones, so I guess it's okay. Because I was worried about that. I doubt either of my parents told them. Not like they care. Well, that is an iPad. For the record, that's not where the camera's supposed to be. Camera's supposed to be up here. Yeah, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, yeah. Because leave me alone when you tilt that way. Or this way if you're weird. Anyway, besides the point. So yeah, it's been rough. So yeah, my grandmother was like, "Ooh, oh, you're gonna have to do the job, baby." Like, no. My friend understands my situation. She's not a greedy fuck like you people. I doubt she would force her child to pay rent. Like, what the fuck? Who the hell forces their child to pay rent? Like, what? That's stupid. Really stupid, but whatever. And I noticed they stole some from my savings. So I'm doing what I can and keeping good standings with my friends. Not being a doormat about it, but you know. Because I want this to work. I want to get out of here. This is like my only shot right now. Otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll just leave it at that. Moving on now. For the record, that does play music. They have a good selection. Obviously, I have it turned off. I was just going to have it paused, but I thought I probably should turn that off just in case. That's creepy. Unless that's a different. No, no. No, that's just a still image. You'd see me over there by the computer. If my barrier shows up there, if you see a pink grid, that's because I'm sitting on the right of my bed. And that's basically where it ends. Like, here's the bed right here. The edge of it. Like, I have it extended to the wall behind me because when I sit down, if I go to lay back, it doesn't kick me out of the area. I'm still not sure what this does. But let us go give the tour. Starting with the basement. Got a stage. I like that that's a fairy. Tiny mic. I'm sure there's other stuff in here, I just don't know how to activate it. I guess that doesn't open up a washer dryer. I only ever have been in one house where that was the case, and that was my grandmother's house. The one that's currently was. Hers is in the basement. I couldn't. As a kid, and probably still now, the basement creeps me out. Hell, that whole house creeps me out. I keep having dreams in there, and they're usually unsettling dreams. You get you in the bar. Something like that in the my grandmother's bedroom. I'm not sure what kind of drinks these are. Obviously, they're like mixed. Get pool. There's other games on there you can activate. Newton's Cradle. Do you not like the ball sim? No, Sybil, I do not like the balls. I'm sad those games are done. Eh. I. It'll never happen, not in a million years. But I would love. I would love to let's play the uh, Homestar Runner game. Oh, Jesus. I'm not a city person by any stretch, but I do like this penthouse. That reminds me of that building in Resident Evil Revelations. Which I haven't played Revelations or Revelations 2 in a while, and I did say a while ago I was gonna let's play them. Something to consider. I'm not in the mood quite yet, but hell, I have not played Resident Evil Revelations 2 in so long. Like, I beat it on the second highest difficulty. But I ran out of ammo, so I had to use one of the bonus items, so it automatically gave me a C rank. And I don't think I got the unlockable for it, too. I'm not sure. But if I beat it on the hardest, which it seems like I have a good chance of doing, it would unlock infinite ammo. The problem is, I never liked it when difficulty meant you had less ammo with the enemies being much tougher. That never made sense to me. How do you expect me to beat them? Especially when certain areas you have to beat them in order to progress. I have a hard time getting around them anyway. I don't know. Anyway, solo sort of thing or just a fire pit? I'm unsure. Pool. Although I'd rather not. Oh, because I know in my luck. Okay, fun story. Not fun story. When my grandmother had her blow-up pool, I used to swim in it with my brother and sometimes my cousin and his little cousins, little siblings. I don't remember. Probably were nieces and nephews. Or nieces, I guess. Swim on it. Anyway, my cousin and I were, and brother, I think, were playing with a ball. I was standing over by the pump. I'm glad I didn't hit that fucking cinder block. At one point, I jumped up and hit it. My butt hit the edge. I fell backwards out of it. I'm glad I didn't hit the fence either. Honestly, thankfully because of the water, the dirt was all muddy and soft, so that kind of helped. It was a little sore, but other than that, nothing major. Why that matters? Because I can see that happening here. Off the building to my death. Which is why I would, if I had a pole on a roof like this, I wouldn't want it anywhere near the edge. You wouldn't catch me dead looking over this. Okay, maybe you would. I have a fear of heights. Almost crippling fear of heights. Ugh. Why do I keep doing that? Hot tub. It occurs to me that moving out means I'm going to lose access to the hot tub. Sad. Oh well. I mean, I'm sure we're going to lose it anyway when my parents move out. Whatever lucky bastard gets this house after we move out is getting a free hot tub. Just like the previous guys who, that's like whoever bought the previous house got access to a free trampoline. Spin like a drinking game. Since my friend group don't really drink, well, they kind of do, not really. Like, they don't really drink. I just don't care for the taste of alcohol. beer pong. Same thing. If we're doing it, I wouldn't use beer. I'd use something else. I don't drink. I don't like the feeling. I got drunk, buzzed. I had a light buzz before. I hated it. Also, I was high before, not by any drugs. I accidentally OD'd on a ADHD medication. And I felt fucking high. I barely remember those 2 days because first day was high, second day was withdrawal. I barely remember them. Like it's a blur to me, and I fucking hated it. Private rooms. Oh. Whatever. No biggie. I'm sure there's nothing, it's just like a bedroom or something. Fuck your Patreon. I would have bought a supporter role if it was on here with a virtual box. Probably. I was up here earlier trying to find a damn mirror. I didn't realize I was toggled through that. I was wheelie before, because after I was done talking to my friend, we were looking for avatars for a bit. Other than the fucking square ass toilet, get rid of that. Get an actual olive oval one that would actually fit your ass. Oh, so seriously? I know I'm a bit of an exhibitionist, but come on. Wait, that's unavoidable. Okay, but yeah, no. What is this design? That's stupid. It's oval for a reason. Oh god, I hope that wherever my friend moves to, it has a decently sized toilet, not a small one. Otherwise, there's going to be an issue because my ass does not fit on small toilets. For reference, both major bathrooms in the house have an oval toilet. The one down in the basement and the one in the laundry room have a round toilet. Those are too small for my ass. Basically, two options for me: piss on the floor or shit on the seat. Because it's that fucking small. And my grandmother and mother, who are large women, somehow have no issues with that. No, I don't buy that. Balcony. I love the water physics there. Water texture. That's neat. I might make this. I'm still debating. But I thought this house was pretty cool despite the fact that I was ended up being super lonely because everybody just fucked off. Like, no, they're not obligated to just hang around with me, but goddamn. Like, someone was up here having a panic attack, whatever, that's fine. I get that. I was also trying to sit here and comfort them, saying, I know what you're going through. I had one the other day. They tried to empathize with them. Obviously, mine wasn't as bad because I saw it coming and I got away from what was stressing me out. I can confirm I have agoraphobia. I do not do well with crowds when I don't know the people in them. But you went shopping so many times with your meme. Yeah, but that's because I was with someone I knew. This with the state again, someone I knew. It's not terrible when I have somebody I know with me. Of course, moving here, I give up the ramen and the boat. But I can listen to music whenever I want instead of being forced to listen to whatever's playing. Oh, so it has a YouTube search. I don't know. Um, I don't think I have anything else to say. Balcony, this doorway leads to nowhere. Plus, methinks the front door would be something like an elevator, all things considered. I'm sure there'd be a set of stairs, too, just in case of a fire. Ugh. Whose fucking bright idea is it to make full wall-sized windows in a goddamn skyscraper? That's retarded. Remember the scene in one of the Final Destination movies with the laser surgery? She stumbles out of the window. Yeah, that's me. That would happen to me. Not the eye surgery part, but the tripping and falling out of a window. Even though they're supposed to be reinforced for that reason. Like, you'd have to put some oomph in it. I don't know if that if you did put some oomph, you're going out. I don't know. I never. I'd rather be in a normal 2-story house. It feels a lot cozier than a fucking penthouse. But then again, this is VR, so nothing can happen. But in real life, I hope my friend picks like a small town, not like a city. That's going to be such a difference for me. I'm not one to really. I can't be picky. Okay, I can't be picky. Part of me doesn't want to move out, but the other part of me knows that I have to. Said this to one of my other friends. He's like, "No, move out." I'm like, "I know, I need to." Even the officer said that I probably should. It'd be best. Actually, funny thing, one of the officers told me that suggested I sit down. I'm like, "No, it's wet." Because it had been raining. Otherwise, I would have sat down, but if it's wet. I don't know. Hopefully things worked out. That was weird. No one under my barrier. I swear to God. I know it's a static image, but I swear to God, I thought I saw Nessie. This ain't Scotland, as far as I'm aware. Alright, get away from the fucking... Anyway, that's all. Actually, hang on. No, VRChat reach here. Go. Yeah, cozy. And then we move it here. Boom. Go Loco is awesome. A shame not all of my avatars have it. Keep your fucking eyes open, damn it. I wish I could disable that. I hate that. One of my ultimate hates is that if I move my hands a certain way, mine's just shut. Or, here's a good one. When they have that set to touching the thumbsticks or the peace sign, like I hate that because I have to touch it to move. Like, for fuck's sake. Anyway. No, the wings don't get in the way. You learn to live with it. What's it like beating Dragon? Awesome. Anyway. I wish I was this early. A lot of my problems would go away. Anyway. Till the next video. I'm Ryuiki. Clearly a dragon.